Hello friends, how are you all? This is Lakshya Road and welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to discuss my DevOps interview experience, the type of questions which I was asked during my DevOps interview. So let's get started. So whatever the interview you are attending, whether it is for some DevOps position or for Azure developer or any Java developer, whatever is the position, so the common thing is about the resume. So you need to be thorough with your resume because interviewers will mostly look at your resume, and on the basis of your resume only your profile gets shortlisted. So you should be thorough with your resume and the tools and tech stacks which you have mentioned in your resume. You should be thorough with that. So same case with me also, it happened with me also, whatever the tools and stacks, tech stacks which I mentioned in my resume, so on the basis of that questions were asked from me. So this is one of the tips and tricks which I am sharing with you guys. You need to thorough with your resume. So let's get started. My interview went like this. I am sharing some of the questions. So the first question was, what is your daily routine activities? What do you do? Activities. Okay, what do you do in your project? What is your role? Okay, what exactly you are doing in your current position? So these are the type of questions which are asked, because I have been given multiple interviews, so I am sharing a generalized form of that. So daily routine activities, what do you do daily? These are the type of questions from which interview gets started mostly. It may differ in your case. Interviewer might simply jump to a particular stack and start asking questions from that only. So it depends on the interviewer. But daily routine activities, these are the general common interview questions which are asked. Now in my case, after I told this daily routine activities, I was asked about some Git questions, because I have worked on Git. Git we are using as a version control. So I was asked about some Git questions. So in Git, like many questions can be there. So I was asked about what is Git fork. Okay, how do you do Git branching? What are the Git branching strategies you are following? Okay, and as far as I remember, what is Git pull command? So these are the basic questions were asked. Even Git stash. What is Git stash? At that time, I was not remembering what was Git stash. So after that, I looked about what is Git stash. So one more thing, once you are done with the interview, and there will be certainly some of the questions which you were not able to answer during the interview. So try to Google up that questions, try to read about that topic which you were not able to answer during the interview. So that's how you will learn more and you will not repeat those mistakes in your future interviews. So Git questions were asked, and apart from that, Azure Networking was asked from me. Different questions can be there in Azure Networking, because Azure is a vast platform, so different services are there. So Azure Networking is very important from interview point of view. Many interviews focus on this area only. Azure Networking can be what any questions can be there. What is NAT gateway? What is Internet gateway? These were the type of questions which were asked. He gave me a particular IP address range. I did not remember what was the exact IP address range. So it and asked me whether it is a valid IP address range or not valid IP address range. IP address range, or we call CIDR notations in Azure Networking. And Azure Networking, some scenario based questions were there, like if you want to route traffic from so and so VM to so and so VM. Okay, for what will we use? For that we will use route tables. So related to route tables, questions are asked. They will not ask questions directly. Some questions will be direct questions, like what is NAT gateway, what is CIDR notation, and some questions will be scenario based. Obviously they want to check your real time understanding and how practical you are with your tech stacks. So route tables is it was not asked directly what is a route table. It was asked in the form of a scenario, like if a traffic is coming from a particular source and you want to direct that traffic to a particular resource, then what will we use? How will you do that thing? So route tables will be the answer for that, and I was sure about it actually. And many questions, more questions were there in Azure Networking. I will create one more video if you guys want, because I'm giving interviews nowadays. So route table, NAT, done, internet gateway, CIDR notation, and how many subnets can you create within a virtual network. Okay, some subnetting related questions, virtual network related questions. So these were the type of questions asked related to Azure networking. And apart from Azure networking, I was also asked some Docker questions. What is Docker? That is obviously not asked. Like some questions like what is a Docker file, what is difference between CMD and entry point commands. Okay, what is Docker file, and how do you create Docker image, how to create Docker image. We can simply create Docker image using Docker file. In Docker file we will define the base image. On the basis of that image we can create Docker image. Once you have the Docker file, you will use Docker build command to build a Docker image. And where are you storing your Docker images? Where to store images, Docker images in? So we are storing in Azure Container Registry. We can also store in Docker Hub. It depends on the project in which you are working. So like these type of questions, how to access a file running in container. For that you will use Docker exec command to enter the container, and there you can use cat command to view the file. Okay, some Maven related questions. Maven related questions are usually less. It depends on the interviewer whether he or she is having knowledge on Maven and they are implementing Maven, or if they are having any requirement of Maven build tool. So something like that, it depends on that. So in Maven also some questions can be asked. What are the different various life cycles? These were the questions which were asked. Maven basic questions were there. I don't remember any complex question which was asked in Maven. And also, yeah, these were the things. And some more questions were there. Some more tech stacks were also covered, that I will cover in a separate video, because like otherwise the video will get too long. I want to keep it short, within 9 to 10 minutes only. Other questions are also asked, like what is Ansible, like how you're implementing Ansible in your project. Okay, and what tools, CI/CD tools you are using in your project. That types of questions are also there, that I will cover in the next video. So for this video this is it. And so yeah, the main thing is like you just need to thorough with your resume, and the tools and tech stacks which you are mentioning, you need to know about all the things from end to end. So even if you are not, even if like interviewer is asking have you worked on this technology, and you have not worked and you don't have any knowledge, then you can say simply that I haven't worked on that, and I also don't have any knowledge on that. So that is like instead of giving a wrong answer, instead of pretending that you have worked, so that will not work. That will create a negative impression on interviewer's mind. So better to say if you have not worked, then say like I have not worked, I am learning this from my own. So that will create a positive impression. So various things matter. Your communication skills matter, how you are dealing with the interviewer, how you are interacting with the interviewer. These are the things which also matter apart from technical skills. So yeah, that's it guys for this video. Hope you have liked it, and let me know in the comment section if you are having any doubt or anything extra thing you want to know. I will be happy to answer your comments. Okay guys, thank you, bye bye, take care, happy learning.